It's not the customer that choose food, but what restaurant want them to choose. It's a two-way learnings. If you want to open up a restaurant, you can learn ways to boost sales. Or if you are the customer, next time you eat out, you can take well care of your pocket. So the first trick a restaurant uses to trick their customer is cheaper items in front of the expensive item. Do you ever notice the expensive item at the top of the menu? You probably notice it and appreciate it, but you rolled over your eyes down to the cheaper item. Every customer do this. Then who buy that expensive item? Actually, nobody. It was just placed to kick your decision-making ability to buy cheaper item. The main role of that expensive item was that to make everything else near it look like a relative bargain. This trick works because seeing a really expensive dish at a first glance will make the rest of the menu appear reasonably priced in comparison. It will make you happy and satisfied with your purchase. The second is music effect. Researchers have found that playing classical music in a restaurant encourages customers to spend more. When a classical music was played in the background, the customers spent an average of more than 24 bucks. When the pop music was played, less than 22 bucks. When there is no background music, the spending fell to 21. In the same test on the coffee, customers were spending more when there is a classical music compared to the pop music and without any background noise. Actually, the reality is classical music may exert a considerable influence on purchase intentions and made people feel having a lot of money and owning a lot of things. The third trick is dollar sign. In the study, researchers examined whether restaurant or menu's price formatting can affect consumers' purchase behavior or not. Specifically, customer spending varied depending on whether the menu price was presented in numerals with a dollar sign and cents with only even dollars and no dollar sign, or written out. Unexpectedly, the largest total checks came from the menus that used numerals only and did not mention dollars either with a word or with a symbol. The next is cleanliness. This study attempts to investigate the customer's perception of restaurants' cleanliness. Findings show that the positive influence of cleanliness or the negative impact of dirt and disorder influence approach behavior. Cleanliness exerts a feeling of pleasure, trust, and attributed prestige. Customer experience the meditating effect of pleasure and trust. The next is a number format. Menu consultants and researchers say price formats that end in the numeral 9, as in 9.99, which tend to signify value but not quality. If a restaurant wants to use prices that includes cents like 9.99 or 9.95 without the sign is a friendlier price, whereas .99 is a cornier. On the other hand, exactly 10 has an attitude, which is what restaurants using those price format are selling. The next is description. Researchers reveal that items described in a more beautiful way are more appealing to and popular in customers. Using descriptive menu labels raised sales by 27% compared to the food items without descriptors. The description brings the ultimate sensory experience to the reader, and the descriptive labeling will make the customers more likely to be satisfied at the end of the meal. The more adjectives, the better it is. The next is family touch. Research shows that people like the names of mothers, grandmothers, and other relatives on their menu. People are much more likely to buy grandma's cookie or Uncle Jack. The next is authentic. Researchers say a label directs a person's attention towards a feature in a dish and hence helps bring out certain flavors and textures, such as an Italian name, and people will rate that food as more authentic. Add an evocative description, and people will make far more positive comments about a dish's appeal and taste. The last is bracketing. This is the most common trick whereby items are offered in two sizes, The customer isn't told how much smaller the small portion is. But no matter, they assume the smaller size is attractively priced because it costs less. In reality, this is the size that restaurant wanted to sell all along. And the lower price is what they intended to charge for it. So these are all the tricks where you can run your brain and save your pocket. One thing more, there are more germs on the menu than a toilet seat in a restaurant. Thank you. Thank you so much.